Good morning, goat lovers. Derek here with Blue Cactus Dairy Goats. It is day 5. We are all rested up. The goats are all rested up. They had a good day out of the truck and trailer yesterday, and we are continuing the biggest goat migration in North America. So our first stop is Lebanon, Indiana, and the goats are already been fed and watered, and I got the hatches battened down, and these little guys are in there. I got that board on there to keep the cold wind out because it's a bit nippy out here. Oh, let's see, it says it's 44 right now, so that's not too bad. Well, here we go. I got the trailer all cleaned out yesterday. Threw all my cardboard and dirty hay on Dad's burn pile. He'll have to deal with that for me. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. Going out the back way. Goodbye, old farmhouse. All right, I think my first temperature was wrong. It's 34 degrees out there, as indicated by all that frost out there on the field. Good morning, Bambi. Good morning. There's the rest of them right there. Morning. Crossing the mighty Wabash. This over here to the right is the Grissom Aeroplex. When I was a kid, it was Grissom Air Force Base. Now I think it's mostly a prison. There are some planes though, way back over there, I can see. That's cool. We are heading south towards the big city of Indianapolis. So this right here above me, it says Monon. It's the Monon Trail. And it goes from all the way in downtown Indianapolis to somewhere way up north. I don't remember how far it goes. Okay, we have made it to Lebanon, Indiana, where I'm meeting Gage and Mimi. And Gage has got Little Banks and Cora Claire. So now that we just gave Gage his 2 goats here in Lebanon, we are now down to 13 in the truck and trailer. We're getting lighter. That young man Gage, he has 7 other goats at home, so his herd is growing. Before long, he'll need a trailer. So we are now headed from Lebanon into Indianapolis, along the north side of Indianapolis, and then on up towards the Muncie area to a little town called Albany, Indiana, where we are dropping off a buckling. I just drove past this pond and there were 2 old men sitting there with a little grandson, you know, and they were all fishing. And I just thought, man, that's so cool. Like I really want that if I can find that one day and afford it. It's finally warming up here in the old Hoosier state. It's 54 degrees now at 11:30 in the morning. We're going past the famed Muncie Dragway, where they do their drag racing out here. And we are 5 minutes away, crossing the Mississinawa River. Muddy looking, lots of water in them. All right, we're at McDonald's in beautiful Albany, Indiana, and we're dropping off Harbinger here with his new owner, Paul. You guys have any other goats, Paul?
Yes, we got 3 right now. Blue Knight, he's our other buck, and we got Dazzle or Bedazzle, and Quail.
Those are good names.
Yeah.
Well, he'll fit right in there with good names like that, and it was nice meeting you, Paul.
You too, man. You too. Appreciate it.
All right. So our next stop is Gettysburg, Ohio, and what's going on currently in the world, and my current problem and situation, is a gas shortage, which I had no idea about because I don't watch the news. I think I mentioned that in a video. I stopped watching the news, and it's pretty great. But my dad's a truck driver. I think I told you that. And last night he was letting me know that, there's alerts coming over his truck. Just telling the drivers to fill up and, avoid the southeast and fill up if you have to. If you have to go there, make sure you're full. So I called Doug, a guy that I'm supposed to meet in Lexington, Virginia, to drop off a couple of goats, a guy by the name of Doug, nice guy, and was just kind of asking him what's going on there in Virginia. And he's saying, yeah, it's bad, long lines, and the prices are up, and I'm definitely going to get all the way to Toledo and get these goats delivered today. But then I've got to make a decision. Like, am I going to Virginia, to where I could potentially either have to wait in long lines, or the nightmare scenario would be stuck somewhere, with an eighth tank of gas and all these animals. And at that point, I'll have 7 animals. Oh, and then there's another woman that's supposed to drive from North Carolina to Lexington, Virginia, and I'm kind of betting they don't want to. I do have goats to go to New Hampshire. I could get to Toledo, and maybe I make a decision to just head to New Hampshire and hopefully deliver those animals, and this whole thing blows over in a day or two. But I could also easily get to Toledo, drop off the goats that go there, and then just head back to my dad's and wait it out. This here is Greenville, Ohio. And I can just guess from growing up in small towns that this small town is hopping on a Saturday night in the summer. Heck yeah. We are in Gettysburg, Ohio, and we just dropped off Superstar Paisley with her new owners, Janet. I messed that up. Janet and Lisa. Now, how many other goats do you have, Lisa?
Probably 26.
Wow. Look out, Crystal. She's gonna beat us.
No, I don't know.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
So suddenly, I have a new problem. Right after I dropped off Superstar Paisley with those nice ladies that I met in Gettysburg, Ohio, the passenger side window broke. Not shattered, but like broke off its cable. And I was able to reach over and kind of grab it before it went down. So yeah, my windows broke. Which is why you don't go anywhere without a roll of gray tape. So our next stop is going to be Bowling Green, Ohio. Should be there in about 2 hours. Okay, we have made it to Bowling Green, Ohio, and Jamie here is the new owner of Thor and Destiny.
That's my finger.
How many other goats did you say you had?
We're gonna have 4 bucks and about 13 does, so we'll be busy.
Busy.
He's gonna be a busy man.
Her herd is growing. You goats, say it with me. 2 more down. And we are on our way to Toledo, Ohio to get rid of 2 more, and then I will only have 7 goats. Believe it or not, it is a little bit stressful with 19 goats in tow. I've never been to this part of Ohio, but of course I like it. It looks a lot like where I'm from. There's just been water everywhere in the rivers. You know, look, there's water right there. There's a river right there. Yes, there's gray tape on my window. Sorry, babe. I don't know what happened. I didn't do it. I'll fix it, I promise. Just straightening the curves. Flattening them hills. Someday I'll deliver all these goats and have a chance to chill. Making my way to Toledo. The GPS says this the way to go. Just good old goats. Eat everything if they could. It's a good thing my new trailer's made of metal and not tasty wood. I kind of feel, because you can see the lawnmower tracks in that grass, I kind of feel like this area has just gotten a lot of rain, an unfair amount of rain. I think some of that rain was supposed to land at my house and it didn't. It went right over my house and balled itself up and blew all the way to Ohio and dumped it there. Tight curve. Heck yeah. GPS says this is called Lucky Road. Feeling kind of lucky. Look at all that. All right, we are outside of Toledo, Ohio now with Malia and her grandpa, and they are the new owners of Ellie Mae in Vegas. Malia got goats from us last year too, so she's a repeat customer. She's hooked on blue cactus goats, I guess. How many goats did you say you have in milk?
5.
5? How many babies do you have?
There's I think 8 of them now. 3 of them left. There was 11.
There was 11. Blue cactus is spreading all over Ohio.
And Domino only had girls. All 7 of his kids were girls.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good, right? Yeah. Way to go. That guy is, yeah, he's hungry. He is ready to eat.
This is our first year bottle feeding.
Is it quieter?
They're still getting bottles and milk. They're loud. They definitely know when it's feeding time.
So now I have 7 goats left. 4 go to New Hampshire, and 2 go to Virginia, and 1 goes to North Carolina. But the North Carolina woman is meeting me in Lexington, Virginia, and I'm trying to make a decision on this gas line stuff. You know, I'm just sitting here scrolling through the news, which is something that I don't do, and I don't want to do it, but major metro areas have been hit the hardest, with 70% of gas stations in Charlotte, Raleigh, which is where my North Carolina lady is coming from, and Greenville, as well as 60% of the areas of Norfolk and Virginia. So I don't know what to do. But it would take several days for the product supply chain to return to normal. My dad's a truck driver, and he is in Illinois. And today he was at the yard, and he was trying to get some gas there because it's cheaper, and they said he couldn't have it. That's you got to go to a truck stop. We're saving that for, you know, plan D. All right, it's been a long, tiring day full of lots of what ifs. The gist of it is, we left here this morning with 15 little gremlins, and we're back home again in Indiana with 7. The good news is I've thinned it out enough to where the bottle babies that were in the truck, there's only 3 of them left, and bringing in the grand total 7, so it's easy enough for me to just get the 3 out and give them a bottle now. The fuel shortage crisis, whatever, I mean, there's just too many what ifs to continue on. I could have went to New Hampshire and dropped off the 4 that are up there earlier, but there's a wild card that you guys don't know about, and that wild card wasn't ready to be played. Anyway, I sat in that gas station parking lot for 2.5 hours watching people fill cans, you know, pulling in and filling their, you know, 1 or 2 cans just in case, you know, this gets worse. So with all the what ifs and not knowing if it was safe to continue in either direction, I was 2.5 hours to just come back to here. So that's what I did. I just came home. So the good news is I got rid of 8 of them, you know, delivered 8 of them today safely. I still have the 4 that go to New Hampshire, and the 2 to go to Virginia, and 1 that goes to Carolina. The good news is they're here. There's 7 of them. There's no more goats in the bed of my truck. So I backed the trailer in here to the garage and unhooked it. That way I can lower the garage door, and all these little boogers will be warmer for tonight. That's it for today, guys.